Liverpool fans, before we get into today's big update and analysis, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. That way you'll never miss any Liverpool news, transfer updates, or match previews. This channel is all about keeping Reds supporters around the world informed and connected. Your support helps us bring you the latest and most reliable Liverpool content. So if you love following everything happening at Anfield, make sure you join our community by subscribing right now. Now let's jump into today's story. Arne Slot has received some great news ahead of Liverpool's trip to Newcastle, and it comes right in the middle of the transfer talk surrounding Newcastle striker Alexander Isak. Isak transfer story and Liverpool's attack. Biggest headline at the moment is Alexander Isak. The Swedish striker has been a star for Newcastle. Since moving from Real, he has everything you'd want in a top forward: speed, movement, sharp finishing, and the ability to compete with the best defenders. But now, Liverpool have been linked with him. With rumors spreading about a possible move, the situation is becoming more intense. Many people believe Isak is one of the few strikers who could take Liverpool's attack to another level under Arne Slot. It's no secret that Liverpool are looking to strengthen up front. Darwin Núñez has struggled with consistency. Cody Gakpo has been hot and cold, while Luis Diaz and Mohamed Salah remain dangerous but can't do everything on their own. On top of that, Salah's long-term future is uncertain with Saudi clubs. Still interested in him? This is why Isak's name has become such a big talking point, and if Newcastle face financial pressure, he could become available. Here's what makes things interesting. Liverpool's next game is against Newcastle, which means Isak will be playing against a team that might want to sign him. For Slot, this is tricky but exciting. He must plan how to stop Isak while also wondering how the striker might fit into Liverpool's system in the future. Slot's plans and the midfield puzzle. Now let's talk about the midfield, which is at the heart of Slot's rebuild. Some have described it as a revolution, and that's not far from the truth. Slot inherited a talented squad, but the midfield still had issues. Last summer, Liverpool brought in Alexis Mac Allister, Dominic Szoboszlai, Wataru Endo, and Ryan Gravenberch to fix the midfield problems, but under Klopp's last season, the team still lacked consistency. They had some brilliant moments, but also looked vulnerable against teams who pressed hard. Slot has a different vision. He doesn't just want players who run and defend, he wants players who control games and create. That's why Liverpool spent a record £116 million on Florian Wirtz. The German youngster is a natural playmaker, someone who finds space, creates chances, and connects midfield with attack. Wirtz offers something different from Szoboszlai, who is more about energy and hard work. Wirtz brings calm, vision, and creativity. Against Bournemouth in the opening game, we saw the first signs of how this might work. Szoboszlai played deeper, Mac Allister balanced things in midfield, and Wirtz was free to create. It wasn't perfect, but it showed Slot's bold new approach. Changes in continuity in midfield. What's really interesting is that while big changes are happening in defense, the midfield has both new ideas and familiar faces. Endo is still part of the squad. Gravenberch wants more minutes, Curtis Jones keeps improving, and Harvey Elliott is pushing for more chances. Slot has plenty of options, which is a good problem to have. But having too many choices can also make it difficult to find the perfect combination. This is especially important against Newcastle, who have a strong midfield with Bruno Guimaraes and, once he returns, Sandro Tonali. To win at St. James Park, Slot must find the right balance in midfield. The new fullback era, another big change, is happening at fullback. Liverpool fans have enjoyed years of brilliance from Trent Alexander-Arnold and Andy Robertson, who completely changed what fullbacks could do. But with injuries and the need for fresh energy, Slot has made bold changes. Jeremie Frimpong has arrived from Bayer Leverkusen, bringing speed, skill, and attacking flair. On the other side, Milos Kerkez adds youthful energy and the ability to push forward. These two give Liverpool a very different look compared to the past. This shift also affects the midfield. With Trent no longer inverting into midfield as often, the system is different. Frimpong plays more like a winger, which means players like Mac Allister and Endo must cover more defensively when both fullbacks attack. This makes balance even more important, especially when Wirtz and striker Hugo Ekitike are focusing on breaking down defenses. The Hugo Ekitike signing, speaking of Ekitike, he's another big part of this new-look Liverpool. Signed for £79 million. Many questioned the fee, but Slot clearly believes in him. Ekitike isn't a pure goal-scorer like Nunez or a false nine like Firmino. He's something in between, technical, smart, and able to move around the front. He might not score 30 goals right away, but he could help the whole system work better. Against Newcastle, his battle with their centre-backs will be one to watch. Ekitike also helped Salah for too long. Salah has carried too much of the attacking responsibility, with Wirtz creating behind and Ekitike leading the line. Salah may find himself in better positions to score without having to do everything on his own. This is exactly what Slot wants, less dependence on one star and more balance across the team. Why Newcastle is the ultimate test so. Why is this Newcastle game so important? Because it's the perfect test for Slot's Liverpool. Beating Bournemouth at Anfield is one thing, but going to St. James Park, one of the toughest places to play, is something else. Newcastle play with intensity, physicality, and speed. They press hard and look to punish mistakes. If Liverpool can control the midfield, stop Isak, and keep their shape when Newcastle attack from the wings, it will show that Slot's system is already working. And let's not forget the psychological factor. With the Isak transfer rumors flying around, imagine if Liverpool dominate this game and show him what life could be like at Anfield. That could make a huge difference in convincing him if he does become available. Final thoughts. Slot's Liverpool is taking shape. Liverpool are entering a new era. Slot has made big calls, new fullbacks, a reshaped midfield, and big money signings like Wirtz and Ekitike. The squad still has areas to improve, but the direction is clear. This Newcastle game will be a real test. Will Liverpool look like a team still adapting, or will they look like a side already molded in their manager's image? With Isak at the center of both the match and the transfer rumors, the storylines couldn't be more exciting. Call to actions, so Liverpool fans. What do you think? Should the club go all-in to sign Isak? Do you believe Ekitike is the right striker for Slot's system? And is Wirtz the key to unlocking Liverpool's midfield? Or is there still more work to be done? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear them. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for all the latest Liverpool news, transfer updates, and tactical breakdowns. We'll have post-match analysis after the Newcastle game, and plenty more deep dives into Slot's evolving team. This season is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in years, and we'll be covering it all right here.